starting to cut the little legs off of this lumber rack. This is a lumber rack that's made for a pickup that has a camper shell on it, so it's extra wide, which is going to work great for the van. I've got one cut off, and I'll get the camera set up so I can time lapse the rest. It's incredible how fast the cutting wheel goes through the batteries. The grinder lasts a little bit longer with the batteries, but it sure shoots the sparks, especially with that dry grass everywhere. The time lapse is pretty quick, but I was showing you where the grinding wheel just busted completely off the center shaft. Got all the brackets cut off and grinded out fairly well. I need to probably grind a little bit more. But it's 100 degrees out right now. Oh, I forgot to turn the hose off. But that's a start right there. I need to grind it out a little bit more. It's about 100 degrees out right now. And we'll set it up on top of the van with some 2x4 spacers and try to figure out exactly where I want it and start putting some, welding some braces, actually mocking up some braces. Well, I'm waiting for the guys from the maintenance crew to come over with the tractor, and we're going to hook up the rack on the bucket and try and lift it up over the van so I can set it down. I'll get it put on those 2x4s, and then I can start mocking up my braces. So they should be here shortly. With all that help and the tractor, it went really smooth with no hiccups, which was awesome. Getting it strapped down so I can move it around a little bit. Not super stable, but at least it holds it in place somewhat. Well, that went really smooth. The guys came out, and I'm actually pretty happy with how it sits and how it looks. I could probably move it a little bit more to the front, but I don't mind it, just how it is. What's really cool is it's made for a camper shell, so it's extra wide, and the van is wider in the back than it is in the front, but it's awesome. I need to just put some, cut some metal braces to go down the drip rail, and so I can attach it that way. But it's gonna get all mocked up, cut, everything get cut and welded on before I get it in place, because then I will be taking it off again, getting it all welded, getting the pieces drilled so I can have attachments. I need to cut the other rail like this. This one here is about where I want it. That one's a little bit long, but I can do that later. But get that done, and then I'm gonna buy the spray-on bed liner and paint the roof white with that. But that's gonna be fun. It's awesome. There you go. One more thing done. What you just watched, I did about a month ago, but my wife wanted to turn our horse trailer into an ice cream trailer. Now that's done, I can work on the van again. Cutting the pieces for my lumber rack that's going on the van. I got 2 of the 5 1/4 inch pieces cut with a hole drilled. That's going to help attach it to the drip rail. And I've got this piece here left to cut. So 3 more cuts. Oh, shouldn't be too bad. This is 1/4 inch plate here, and it is eating through my batteries. The problem is I didn't charge them after I finished working on the horse trailer ice cream project. So I have a bunch of batteries that only have a little bit of charge left. But man, this is really eating through the batteries. Got all 4 pieces cut out, ready to weld on. My youngest son lives in the same little community that my wife and I live in, and he's going to come over and weld them. He's a certified welder, and I for sure am not. So I want it to be strong. So hopefully tomorrow morning these will be on. Okay, I've got the plates cut and installed, and my son is here who is going to weld it up for me. That'll be nice. I'll be able to take those oaky straps down. I've got the little plates that you can put through the holes inside the straps, and makes it hook onto the drip rail. So 4 good welds and bada bing bada boom. All right, he's putting the second tack. His batteries are out on his hood, so he's got my old-fashioned one. So the plate is 1/4 inch and the pipe is 3/16, so he's burning it slow and hot, trying to get the penetration. All right, the 4th one. Maybe. We had to find a better ground. It wasn't working right there. Nope. All right, he's doing the 4th one. He will go back through and do a couple 1-inch welds on the backside, but I think that's going to be golden. Very nice. He has gas for this, but he didn't bring the gas bottle. So he says the wind is blowing out the flux core. And do I know what that is? No. Very cool. Well, that's what it looks like with the brackets on and no straps. I'll walk around the front so you can see the other side. So not too bad. I still got a lot to do, but that's pretty cool. Stay tuned, more to come.